Hey, it's Sherief from Any.io, and I'm joined today with Chidalu Onyenso from Earthbond here in Lagos, Nigeria. First, can you just tell us a little bit about what Earthbond does?
Yeah. So Earthbond is a one-stop shop for small and medium businesses that want to transition from diesel and petrol generators to solar.
Great, and so that's kind of financing systems. Is that what's kind of involved in
Yeah.
that?
So we help these businesses identify what kind of system they need, figure out what financing they can apply for, get that, and run with it.
What I'm kind of interested in is what Any does is about energy monitoring, so collecting data and utilizing data to give companies and individuals information on their energy systems and ultimately improve energy efficiency and offset carbon. So in your business model, how important is data in the whole business model?
Yeah. It's so critical, both before a customer actually transitions to solar and then afterwards, right? So in the beginning, it's really important during, when a customer comes to us just to understand, okay, how much energy are you using? What size generator do you have? How many appliances are plugged in? What is the kilowatt capacity that you actually need to run your business, right? And all of that is based on data. And in a lot of cases, it's based off of good data in order to actually design a system that can meet their needs. So for some customers, they have systems in place that they're already monitoring. They can see, and we can go there and we can actually see like, okay, what is your generator readings for this month or currently? But for others, it's really like a guesswork piece, right? And so during the audit stage, data is really important. And then even afterwards, right? Once we install, being able to monitor, are these panels operating at their best capacity? Do we need a cleaning to be scheduled? Is there anything wrong with the battery or like the discharge rate, right? So all of these things are all based off of data and being able to access that data at the right time, in the right quantities, and at the right quality.
Amazing. And these systems that have monitoring on them, would you say it's only a certain type of model, a certain type of brand?
Yeah, so to date, we're quite limited to a couple of brands because not every brand of inverter really has monitoring enabled. And then, okay, that inverter, what kind of batteries are they connected to, right? So a lot of times we're looking at lead acid or lithium ion, and most of your lead acids don't have any kind of built-in management system. Lithium ion, more and more of them do, but even then, it's limited the data that you can get out. It's limited even like how it speaks to the inverter. And then on top of that, how can you actually connect to that system remotely? So today, like let's say the catalog of products and brands that we work with is restricted by the ability for us to monitor it remotely. And so I think that is a gap that we see today in the market.
Yeah, that's something that we've also identified at Any and tried to solve that problem by creating a system that's technology agnostic so it can go across different brands and give you more of a unified view. From what you've seen, how does that dashboarding, how does the operation efficiency, that side of thing, first of all, help you as a business, but then also connect you closer to your customers?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the number one thing is being able to see an issue or see an opportunity even before they raise it, right? So we can see that, all right, these panels were generating, maybe 10 kilowatts on this day, and then it's Harmattan season, right? So it's really dry. There's a lot of dust in the air, a lot of dust landing on these panels. And so if it drops to 20 kilowatts, like, what does that mean for us? And so being able to go back to those customers beforehand and say like, let's schedule a cleaning. Let's continue to maintain these like higher numbers means that they're saving more by switching to solar, right? By not having to turn on their generator, by not even having to rely on grid to charge their batteries. So all of the data that's coming in and the ability for us to monitor at the end of the day helps us be more proactive as a provider and then helps that customer save more money.
And just with Earthbond at the moment, so you've been growing slowly into the market and trying to figure out where you, I guess, fit in terms of the whole solar industry. I think companies like us that are trying to bring something a bit new and trying to be a little bit disruptive, I would say, there are some challenges and barriers.
Yeah.
So how do you see Earthbond really trying to break those barriers?
Yeah, for us, everything comes down to cost, right? And how we can make it really, really affordable for businesses to make the switch. We've seen some positive initiatives, whether it's from, BOI or DFIs getting directly hands-on into like pumping money into this market. But it's still hard for an individual business owner to like tap into that, right? So for us, it's about unlocking that. For us, it's also about finding those avenues, setting up those partnerships, but making it really easy for customers that qualify for the financing to capture that financing, to get a high quality system, and then working with partners like you to make sure those systems are maintained properly over time, so you're getting the best bang for your buck. Yeah.
And often we always look into the future, like, okay, what's happening next? But if you were to also look back at the last year or so, what's some of the most things you're proud of?
Yeah. I think it is the customers that we were able to deploy for. I think, we launched, two new partnerships with different financiers. We're able to lock in rates that were, way below what CBN is currently offering, which is great. And then our customers were able to actually save money, right? Actually being able to see on day one that the amount of money you were spending on petrol or diesel has actually shot down by 50%, right? We've had customers come and be like, I actually don't turn on my generator anymore. And that's amazing, right? That's what we want. That's what we pitch, and it's like what we came to do. So that's been our biggest, I think, like success in the past year, and we just want to do more of that, right? We're in a period now where we want to reach more customers. We want to be able to offer more financing products, help people just make this transition a lot cheaper, a lot faster.
And obviously, customer experience is very important to you. How do you see yourself moving forward, trying to get even closer to them and providing them with even more value?
Yeah, I think it's about, we've done a lot of work on identifying where there is financing and what that financing will cover, and then finding customers that meet those requirements. I think this next phase is about opening up new financial products, right? Opening up better even rental options of solar, thinking about subscription models that work both down market and up market, right? And just being able to expand beyond the people we've been able to serve, and then being able to serve more, right? That don't just fit in that cookie cutter perfect business model.